Working along with
Not just the but Negril and in advance.
working along with the National Water Commission and central government to ensure that the major capital projects that are required to alleviate the problem is addressed. And no politician can come here. I should not believe any politician will come here and come and tell you that within a matter of weeks or months, this particular problem of water can be addressed. It has to be done. There's a system of government. The country operates with laws, rules, and regulation. There's process of engineering. There's designs that has to be made. There's process of procurement that has to take place, and it has to go through that particular process. The fact is that we are aware of what the problems are. We are, and I've been being aware of it. We are putting in the necessary plans to ensure that these problems are addressed, because it didn't happen overnight. It wasn't created overnight, and hence.
Okay, final question.
No, I have a question after her.
All right, quick, please. 1 minute.
I'm Grace Marr. It's more of a statement, and it's a little outdated because it was a part of our earlier conversation that when we were talking about the state of our health care. I don't know how many people are aware, but Jamaica was downgraded from a level 3 in the United States because of the crime that is here to a level 2. The next day it went back up to a level 3 because of the lack of health care that's available to tourists that visit. I had a family member that recently had a bad accident and was first in Cornwall General and then in a private hospital. His level of care was an abomination, whether it be at Cornwall General where it was in a hallway, another abomination. So we as a country are not going to be attracting visitors at a certain level if we can't clean up our healthcare act, because that's a very scary thing. I mean, I would die to have something probably in this country. So if you have a car accident, it's terrible. And I know a lady that was killed because I sent her to South instead of to Montego Bay because she didn't have enough money to pay at the time. So when she got in a new hospital here, they turned her away and they put her in a thing. So, and she died on the way to South.
At Omega, they turned her away.
Pardon?
From which
That
hospital?
happened at Omega.
At Omega, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
they do.
They turned her
I've
away
heard that going around.
because she only had a credit card and they wanted cash or something to
They
that
wanted
effect.
a lot of money.
And it was a
I
lot
took
of
her
money
there.
And furthermore, she could have afforded it, she just didn't have it. And they literally turned her away and she died in
the ambulance.
In the ambulance.
It took 3 years to get the body.
Serious?
Yeah, she had to go on social media to get her daughter's body.
God.
I mean, if that made international news, you know, so regardless of what spectrum you are on or what is the lowest standard, that's most important. Health is a very, very critical thing to this country and everyone, no matter whether they believe red or they believe orange or whatever it is, and green or whatnot.
All right, final question.
Okay.
Final.
As it relates to connectivity, and it's something that should be looked at immediately. It can't be looked at in isolation. The minister needs to get engaged. At the Prime Minister, from the Prime Minister's office to the telecommunication providers, I don't see why Negril should be suffering in terms of connectivity. It's unacceptable. Well, I'm not making a promise, but I am going to state that when I leave this room, I am going to start a process of dialogue as it relates to what are the issues, why that is happening, and to highlight the fact that it's having a ripple effect in terms of negative feedback on the
So right now,
A follow-up question I was asked by a member down there earlier.